Okay, the first thing we're going to want to do is to get our jalapeno poppers prepared. And we're going to start out with the jalapeno pepper. Now I like to cut the end of it off. Okay. Cut it down the center. Now you can wear gloves for this if you would like, but the whole purpose is to take out the center part, the seeds. I just pretty much scrape it out. It's not that hard to get out. It leaves you a nice area inside to put the cream cheese or whatever type of filling you're going to want to put in there. Clean up each side pretty much like this. Do a couple more. Sometimes you can pull it out. There you go. Pull it out like this. And again, you might want to wear gloves. The Scoville unit, which is the measuring system for hot peppers, on a jalapeno pepper, it's anywhere from 1800 to about 4000, depending on the pepper. Okay, so there's one. That's kind of what you're looking for. Now after I get all these cleaned out and prepped, I am going to take them and wash them, which is going to help out with the seed factor. Okay, one more. It's pretty simple. Okay, let me get the rest of these taken care of, and I will see you in a moment. Alrighty, this is pretty much what you're going to end up with. I've cut these, cleaned them, and got them back on the board for you. I've done 6 of them, so I'll have 12 poppers. Now I'm going to cut the poblano pepper. I'm going to do a sausage and rice stuffing in this pepper. And these are going to be a cream cheese and a few other spices wrapped in bacon. All right. Okay, what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to cut the end off. Now we're not going to split them in half because I'm actually going to stuff them. Going to leave them whole. So don't put too much pressure. Let it cut through. You don't want to cave in the sides. And as you can see here, you can pretty much take your fingers and pull that out. Now we're going to get the rest of those ribs. You see down there, the little ribs. That's where you get a lot of your heat from. So we're going to try to pick those out as best as possible without cracking the edges here. All right, get finished up with that, and I'll be right back. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is mix up my cream cheese filling. This is pretty much what I already have in the bowl here. It's I pick it up at Walmart or Publix. It's 8 ounces cream cheese. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of smoky paprika. Add some flavor, and I'm actually going to add in 1 cup of finely shredded cheese. That's a sharp cheddar cheese, finely shredded. Now guys, I'm not going to mix this up with a machine or a fork. I'm actually going to put on a glove and mix it up. It's a lot quicker, and it mixes up a little more thorough. All right, see you in a minute. Okay, this is pretty much what I came out with here. And just to let you know, the longer it sets out, the easier it is to work with. Now you can either take a spoon and, kind of scrape it over the edges, which is fine. It'll work because we're going to wrap this with bacon. Or what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in here, and I'm going to make it a little bit neater and apply it that way. All right, let me get set up. All right, now that I got my cream cheese in my little gun here, I bought this off Amazon. I think I paid maybe 12 bucks. Can be used for quite a few things. Right now I'm using it to fill my jalapenos. All right, hope it worked. A lot easier. Again, that reddish color is the smoked paprika. Like that. All right. Pretty simple. Kind of fill it to the top. Again, I just didn't want to make a mess going around the edge. So this kind of cleaned it up a bit. A few more for you guys. Now I'm going to wrap these in bacon. I'll show you that process. And they're going to bake in the oven for approximately 20 to 25 minutes on 400. You're going to want to check on them. But what we're going to want to happen is the pepper is going to soften up a little bit and the bacon turn brown. So, all right, I'll finish up the rest of these off camera and I'll get right back with you. All right, so look at this. This is what I pretty much got here, as you can see. Didn't overfill them. Now I'm going to wrap these with bacon. I'll tell you first off, the first trick of wrapping these with bacon is going to be to get that bacon tight. You're going to want to stretch it around. You do not want to use a thick cut bacon, which I'll show you which one. All right, let's get going. All right, what I'm going to do now is show you how I wrap these. You're going to want the loose ends, as in the end here on the bottom. So when it's cooking, it's sitting on that so it holds it down. Wrap it tight. Try to get your full length, full spread of the bacon. Like that. You're just trying to cover the cheese. That's pretty much it. Cover it, and that way it doesn't bubble out on you. And if you can end up, with it on the bottom, great. If you have to cut it off, great. Just whatever makes it nice and neat. Okay, let's try one more. Again, keeping the bottom of the bacon, the end piece, on the bottom of the jalapeno. Kind of stretch it, keeping it tight. And again, you're just pretty much trying to cover the cheese. That's pretty much it. All right, I'm gonna get the rest of these done, and then we're gonna get them in the oven. All right, this is pretty much what I ended up with. Now I'm going to take these, place them on a tray, and I'm going to put them in the oven again for about 20 minutes and about 400, but I'm going to keep a check on them. You're going to want the bacon to brown up and the jalapeno to soften up a bit. Now I did grease down this pan, and all right, finish these up, get them in the oven, and I'm going to get working on my Jalapeno rice and sausage stuffed peppers. All right, I'll see you guys in a minute. Getting close. All right, for the next part of the video, I'm going to take this type of sausage. Okay, it's got a casing on it. I'm going to take it out of the casing, fry it up. Now I've got a rice. It's a Spanish rice, as you can see. It cooks in the microwave. It's a little bit quicker. It's going to be mixed up with the sausage, and I am going to stuff the peppers with it. I'm going to add breadcrumbs, a few other seasonings. All right, let's get started on this one. Okay, for those of you who have never removed the casing on the outside of a sausage, it's pretty simple. Pretty much find where it starts, and you can see it pulls right off. Okay, it pulls right off, and I will chop that up finer, and we will get to cooking. Alright, as you can see, that's broken up. I'm cooking on about 375 on the induction cooker. Get this stirred up, get it fried up. We're going to want it in smaller pieces, so you're going to have to work with it a bit. And this is going to be mixed with the Mexican or the Spanish style rice, which you've seen. It's in a microwave bag, makes it a little bit easier and quicker. Alright, see you in a minute. Hear it sizzle. The smell is awesome. You guys are going to love this recipe. Alright, now that it's cooked, we're going to take it, we're going to chop it up, finer pieces. The finer you can get it, the better off you are. Again, we're going to add this to the Spanish rice. So we're getting pretty close here. And I've already put the rice in the microwave. Yes, it is a microwaved rice. As I mentioned before, it's a lot quicker. A lot of people don't have time to cook in the afternoon, and that's one shortcut that you could take. Alright, looking pretty good. Okay, chopped up in the bowl. This is the simple part. Going to add the rice. You can see here. Again, this is what I used. I'm just going to dump that on there. Oh, nice and hot. Nice and hot. I'm just going to stir it up. Now you can put any other spices you would like. Maybe more tomato sauce. Make it a little juicier. But I want this pretty well packed in there. Okay. Alright. Now we're going to put that into here. Alright, welcome back. I actually did a change up. Instead of just having the sausage and the Spanish rice, I used the leftover cream cheese filling that I used for the jalapeno poppers. I mixed that in there, so I didn't want to waste it. Okay, we're going to stuff these, but I'm going to tell you something. What you're going to want to do, take you something, I'm using a skewer, poke you a couple holes in the end, make sure they go all the way through. Okay, and what that's going to do, that's going to let the air out. Okay, because when you're stuffing from this side, obviously, you know, the air is going to push out the other side. All right. Okay, pretty simple here. Pretty much just going to take a spoon and start sticking it in there. You don't want to force it because you do not want to have a blowout on the sides. Okay, so just, you know, kind of gently push it down. Keep it going, as you can see. Give you a little better look here. Going. Now, I'm going to use this. Again, don't start getting crazy and poke it through the side. But you're going to want to get it down there. Yep. Okay, that's pretty much got it to the bottom where I feel comfortable doing that. All right, again, pack it on. Pack a little more. Again, being careful not to press too hard and blow the sides out. But you want to keep it tight, because that's what's going to hold this baby together. All right, and when you cut it after it's out of the oven, you cut it. It's gonna kind of keep its shape. All right, you work on that slowly. Keep pressing it down. Again, the air holes in the bottom lets it go down. All right, I'm going to finish these up and show you my finished product before it goes into the oven. All right, welcome back. This is what we ended up with. Actually came out pretty nice. So I've got a dish here. I'm gonna grease the bottom of it. And remember me saying about pushing too hard. It blows off the side. Well, it kind of did that here, but I'm not really gonna worry about it, but it does happen. And when you're pushing the stuff in there, maybe hold your hand around, you know, the outside so it doesn't blow it out. But hey, it's not that big a deal. All right, I'm gonna put these in the oven on about 400, and I'm gonna bake them uncovered for about 10 minutes, and then I'm actually gonna cover it. Keep the moisture in, get these softened up a little bit. Keep in mind, everything on the inside's already cooked. All right, let me get them in the oven. All right, this is actually what we have coming out of the oven, the jalapeno poppers. Look at that. Now that came out sweet. Really did. I'm gonna let them cool down and try one. See if we can zoom in a little bit there. I like that. That's a great appetizer. You know, it's football season. You can make these ahead of time, put them in the fridge. Alrighty, welcome back. This is my finished product. As you can see here, the jalapeno poppers come out great. And the big peppers stuffed with rice and sausage come out great. Give you a little close-up view. And that's going to be delicious. Going to be delicious. Again, great appetizers. The larger peppers probably would be good for a person to eat a full meal. All right, as always, thank you for watching my YouTube channel. I am Kevin Kelly, and you are watching Kevin L. Kelly Food Review. Thank you.